Hello everybody and welcome back to Games for Dads, and it's time for another super cool Cards the Universe and Everything broken deck. This is Python Tennin Error 401 deck. It is absolutely amazing deck using this paywall card. Python, if you haven't seen Python yet, I'm sure you are going to run into it pretty soon. And not only is he a great card, but you can pair him up with pretty much every other good card in the game and create yourself a really awesome rainbow deck. So let's have a look at my one. I have had great success with this one, and I have played loads of decks, including Python Tennin decks, and it is rocking and a rolling. So I've got 4 space cards, no surprise. The first one being a Planet X, Mythic card. On the play, if your deck has 9 or fewer space cards, your space cards, wherever they are, gain 14 permanently. Well, it does. If your deck contains exactly 4 space cards, which it does as well, give them an additional 14 until played. I love it when that used to be 14 permanently as well. But anyhow, still an amazing Mythic card. Probably still the best Mythic in the game. Supermassive Black Hole. Another amazing card for this week. There's an arena bonus for this one as well, so definitely worth putting in your deck. 749 on the return for every non-space card in your deck. Give your space cards wherever they are, +3 until played. And I've got 14 non-space cards, so that's a massive buff. My only hold card, Cydonia. I haven't played Cydonia for a long time, but a great card, 10 for 0. On the start, this card gains +15 power and costs -1 energy until played. Obviously, you want to hold that as long as you can and get him out early, hopefully. Terminator. Bonus if you can play him on the 3rd turn of a round, but it doesn't really matter too much. Energy this week really high. 10 for 100. On the draw, this card gains +40 permanently. Crazy. And on the return, if it's the last turn of a round, this card costs -2 permanently. Like I said, try and get him out on the end if you can, but it doesn't really matter. Here is that Python card. Listen to this. On the play, your non-science cards, wherever they are, gain +16 until played. And for every programming language card in your deck, give them an additional +2 for 2 turns. Well, buying the season pass might be worth it just for this one card, because it is trading for crazy prices in the market. Avid being really sneaky with this, putting one of the best cards in the game behind a paywall and then making a meta deck and not releasing the pack. A little bit naughty. 8 for 68, it's Python, amazing card. And I've only got 1 science, so I'm going for the maximum return with Python. That seems to be the way to go. Bothy, 4 for 40, really cheap to play. I'm sure you all know him by now, but it works really well in this deck. On the play, if your deck contains 14 or more cards from different collections, which it does, your cards, wherever they are, gain +10 until played, and this card gains an additional +10 permanently. Great, amazing card. Tennin, here we go. Python's partner in crime, 5 for 50. Another new card, another card that now is trading for absolutely mental prices. I did warn you it was a good card. On the play, if your deck has exactly 5 albums, which it does, your cards, wherever they are, gain +16 until played. If it has exactly 5 collections, which it doesn't, your cards, wherever they are, will gain an additional 10 until played. And on the return, if your deck has 10 or more cards from 1 album, which it doesn't, your cards, wherever they are, lose -26 until played. Python and Tennin, absolutely killer combo. I've also gone with 4 Unruly Rulers. This is quite a good option. Saladin, I'm really liking Saladin at the moment. A limited legendary, 8 for 52. On the return, for every non-history card in your deck, your history cards, wherever they are, gain +2 until played. I've actually got 6 history cards, so we're going to get a 24 buff every time we play Saladin on our history cards, which is really nice when there's 6 of them. So here we go. Chiao Pi, or Pi, or Kiao Pi. On the draw, if your deck contains 4 or more Unruly Ruler cards, which it does, your non-Unruly Ruler cards, wherever they are, gain +20 until played. On the return, if you lost the turn, your Unruly Ruler cards, wherever they are, lose -20 for 3 turns. Try and win with him, but it doesn't really cost too much if you lose. Shalmagni, whatever. 3 for 20, really cheap to play. On the draw, if your deck has 3 or more Unruly Ruler cards, which it does, we've got 4. Your cards, whatever they are, all your cards gain +6 permanently. Doesn't sound like a lot, but actually he's hitting 18 cards and they all get 6 permanently. If you get him around couple of times. Don't forget, he's also going to get that Saladin and that Python and Tennin buff. He is a really powerful card. Really awesome. Andronikos, the second Paleologos. Bit of a no-brainer, really. Epic Limited. You must have him in your collection. On the play, your cards in hand game plus 21 power for 9 turns. That is incredible. Don't forget, it's only your cards in hand, though. And on the draw, if it's after round 3, your cards, whatever they are, lose -10 permanently. So use him wisely. And my last history card, and this is why I've gone with 6 history cards, Harold Hadra, or Hardrada. Don't see him very often anymore, but he is an amazing card and he is working phenomenally well in this deck. 6 for 60 on the draw. If your deck contains exactly 6 history cards, which it does, give 6 random cards, whatever they are, plus 19 until played. The thing with this deck is it comes out hitting really big right at the beginning. You can have a few energy problems if you don't get the rotation quite right, but there's a big mixture of high energy and low energy cards in this deck, so you shouldn't have too much problem getting your rotation sorted. And I've probably played 10 games with this. I've lost one where I mucked up, and it was against a mono science deck, a really good mono science deck. Every other game, I think I've either won 3-0 or 3-1. I don't think, maybe one game I've gone to 5 rounds. Anyhow, let's keep going. The Renaissance Ultra Fusion, 5 for 40. On the draw, your arts and culture cards, wherever they are, gain plus 10 until played. I've got 6 of them, so that's a 60 buff. And on the draw, if your deck has 6 or fewer, which it does, arts and culture cards, your arts and culture cards, whatever they are, gain an additional 18 until played. So you're buffing up all your arts and culture cards, all 6 of them, by 28. That is a great buff, and it's an amazing card. Chaos. Well, we got 5 sets, so you want to go for the secret ability on Chaos. 9 of your cards will get plus 21 until played. Again, that is a mega buff. And the good thing about that, it's really cheap to play. So if you do run into a couple of your big high energy cards together, hopefully you can get away with playing at Chaos. Moving on, Sigillium DI, good card as well. It will get all those mega buffs, so it's going to be super strong, and it will add to the deck because on the play, your legendary cards that have been played at least once this game, wherever they are, gain 18 until played, and we have got a whole heap of legendary cards. And on the return, your opponent's cards that have not been played this game, wherever they are, lose -18 until played. It works really well, real good balance in this deck. One of the strongest decks in the game, I think. Crown of Immortality. I try and hold this right until the end of the game if possible. Sometimes you are forced to play it though. On the start, this card gains 17 permanently. So it's not too bad if you can play him and get him back round and hold him the second time round. At least you get in a permanent buff. And on the return, gain plus 17 permanently. Amazing card. Last 2, Stradivarius. You might be puzzled by this one, but he's quite cheap to play, 6 for 61. But the buff you get will help you win a couple of turns, or a couple of rounds, hopefully. Play him in the middle. Your cards adjacent to this game, plus 38 power this turn. And of course, the goose that laid the golden eggs. Quite high on the energy, but he's definitely worth putting in. On the draw, your cards in hand gain plus 20 until this is returned to your deck. And on the play, if it's before round 5, this card gains plus 100 at this turn. And he's 11 for 87. And don't forget, he is going to get all of these buffs. There's about 7 cards that are going to buff that up. Incredible. Okay, let's go and check this out in the league. Let's see if we can get a game going. And let's just make sure I've got the right deck. Because Sidonia. Here we go. Terminator. This is pretty good. Python. That's good. Okay, that's enough of looking at the deck again. Okay, here we go. We are cruising with this one. I've called this the Oh Dear. Oh no, the On Dear. Should be the Oh Dear deck. Python Tennin error 401. Code error. I'll give you the proper code for this deck. If you can build it, it is good. I know you're going to run into, oh no, Metal Slam 80. Oh my word. Okay, this guy is one of the best players in the game. This is going to be tough. Oh my word. Rainbow deck. Oi matey, hello. Oh, Metal Slam. Right, the reason I've gone with this deck or built it this way is it is big hitting right from the beginning. Even if you run into another Python Tennin, which we have. Oh no. Look at our score, 447. He's buffed up nicely though. So we've got a little bit of an advantage, a 100-point advantage. We need to try and blow him away. He's going to have a top deck here, if not the deck that everybody seems to be playing by the looks of it. But this deck will beat it, believe it or not. As long as you get your rotation all right and you don't run out of energy right at the beginning. Or his Charles Dickens? Interesting. That's after round 3. Oh, Metal Slam. I'm not sure about that one. I think he's a little bit overconfident. He's going to get to 3 rounds. Or am I overconfident that he's not? Okay, let's keep going. 240 lead. This is good. These cards just keep buffing and buffing and buffing. With Tennin, Python, Andronikos, Harold. They are all actually adding massive power to this deck. Oh, he's got P.T. Barnum and Shinigami. Oh, unfortunate there, Metal Slam. What a deck he's got. Oh, my word. This is a little bit scary. 203, 1-0. Let's keep going. Let's blast through this. Well played, sir. I haven't seen Metal Slam for ages in a game. Oh, what's he up to? So, Terminator, totally out of rotation. At least we got our Sigillium out a little bit early now. Later than he did. But let's use it anyhow, I guess. Terminating that first box so it comes around in the right place. I'm going to put the deck code up for you before I forget. 368. He's on -4. Let's make sure we track when that Shinigami card comes back. What a deck he's playing. He is playing the absolute top deck here. Well, he thinks it's the top deck. Koshi, Leonardo, I'm not sure. Why would Leonardo be in your deck? That's a bit... You need to count on your rotation there. Metal Slam, a couple of dodgy cards in your deck, sir. 524, this is great. We're going to play Crown because I want to try and win this one. Oh, his World Turtle. I did think about a World Turtle, but this is actually stronger. And you could probably swap Bothy for Statue of Liberty because you've got 2 6s. So you would get that Statue of Liberty buff on 12 cards. But I think Bothy is probably mathematically the better card. But you could do it. You could try it. We're 76 behind here. Let's go for it. Goose, Tennin, and 588. 588. I think we might just sneak it here. Oh, Vulcan as well. Metal Slammo. What is going on? 2-0. I'm going to play one more game after this. See if we can find something that is not a Python Tennin deck. I think everybody thinks put Python and Tennin together and throw any old card in. Well, it will work. But I really like the idea of putting in all these buffing cards that buff up pretty much as many cards as you can. Sidonia slowly getting stronger. We might not need him in this game. 583. Look at this. We are just getting stronger and stronger. He's got Chaos as well. Great deck. Thank you, sir. It is. Spent a bit of time putting this together. I fine-tuned it. And like I said, the only deck I lost against was a mono science deck, but it was my fault, to be honest, because 1, I wasn't paying attention, and 2, I totally mucked up my rotation a little bit. But it was a good deck. Can't remember what it was. Can we win this 3-0? Look at these cards. We might go for it. 497. And a Stradivarius bump. Oh, that is why I love Stradivarius. Even with Shinigami again, the second time around. We did get a little bit lucky, but it really wouldn't have mattered what he hit there. Our points are nicely spread across all our cards. Okay, here we go. 294 in front. Oh, obviously we want to play Terminator. We know he's got his Terminator because he played it at the same time as us. Let's go with that just in case. Jet card as well. Oh, unlucky Metal Slam. That was close. Well played. Let's go and play one more game. That was really good. Sorry about that, Metal Slam. Great deck, by the way. But I'm loving this deck. Absolutely mental deck. It is definitely a broken Python Tenor era deck. I can't think of many decks that are actually going to beat this. Unless you get lucky or you get the rotation really poor. Okay, let's go and play another great deck. Let's go and play another deck code, by the way. Oh, hey, whoops. What did I do? I pushed the wrong button. Sorry. Restarted the game there. OHLE96. Bagus. Here we go. Let's have a look what Bagus is playing. What have you got? Oh, it could be a mono arts and culture deck, which are also pretty good. Could be a Robin Hood deck, maybe. He's got a guy with an eye patch as his deck holder. Interesting. So Gilliam nice and early. I'm not too worried by any decks with this one at the moment. Obviously, what's interesting. Renaissance, Century Egg, and Mummy. What is he playing? What are you playing, Bagus? Interesting. Okay, let's keep going. 17 in front. Rotation, like I said, the only thing you need to worry about is you can play, make sure you can play 3 cards. So here, I'd love to have played the Goose, but I can't. I'm going to play the Crown, actually. See if we can win this first round. Is it kind of a Robin Hood deck here he's got? I played a few Robin Hood decks, and this deck absolutely destroys it. No surprise, really. I don't know what they were doing. Well, I think they know what they were doing. Hiding a Python behind a paywall, making the meta deck. So everybody has to buy the card or the season pass to get it, or trade away 4,000 mythics. I have no idea what it's trading for on the moment. Must be crazy prices. 527, and we got 2 buff cards there. That is great. Let's play that. 316. I think we might be okay. Yeah, that was a good move. Thought we had a big enough lead. Has he got that Robin Hood combo? He hasn't played it yet. We need to keep an eye out on that. Interesting. If you haven't got Robin Hood and his partner, I'm not sure Robin Hood deck's very good. Anyhow, let's keep going. Bagus. What should we do here? Terminator. He's looking good, even though it's out of rotation. We can't really afford to play 3 cards here. Look at this. And this is exactly what I meant. Sometimes you will run into a few energy problems. It's not the end of the world at all. Oh, there's Robin Hood. So maybe he hasn't got the combo. Well, this is very interesting. To play a Robin Hood deck without Robin Hood's partner. Not sure how good your deck will be, Bagus. Although he is winning. Can we play 3 cards? We've got to be able to get that Goose out. He's going to clog up our hand otherwise. 22 with Harold. There we go. That's okay. 641. That all made Marion. Good card. 135. So he's got all the Robin Hood cards apart from Robin Hood's partner. Unless it was just out of rotation totally. Not sure. Anyhow, 17 behind now. Now we can play Terminator. Stradivarius, I love. And let's go with that big Saladin card. Don't forget, we will get that extra 90 or 80 from Stradivarius. It's going to give us a massive score of 690. He needs a big score. Has he got Robin Hood and his partner? No, he's just played Caviar. 414. Interesting, Bagus. Definitely Metal Slam deck was the better out of the 2 decks we played today. Or played live, I should say. Good sports bonus. Maybe we should do a good sports deck, actually. DW, where is your good sports deck that you've been promising us to leave me the deck code? 518. We've managed to hold Sidonia. Still building up okay. Space cards in this deck get absolutely crazy, by the way. Supermassive's going to give it another 42, is it? And then I think we can play Chaos and finish the game, maybe. Will Scarlet. You've got nearly every card you need there, Bagus. I think you're just missing that 1 card by the looks of it. That's a shame. 42. Wow. This deck is criminal. Really criminal. Let's keep going. This is... What should we do here? 1, 2, and Chaos. Let's go for the big finish on turn 3. 520. I mean, if you hold those 2 cards there, Crown and Sidonia, until around 5, you're going to be throwing down some massive scores. Really big scores. Good score there, though, Bagus. You get Robin Hood's partner in there, whoever he is, and you might have a good deck on your hand. Well, you will have a good deck on your hand. It is a good deck. Interesting. 108 only in front. Should we go for it? Looks like we need to, really. Can we afford to play those 3 cards on the end? I think we can. 108 in front. Let's go for it. Planet X, 2, 3, 9, 3, 1. Let's not do that. Let's go with that. 5, 7, 3. Oh, I wasn't expecting to win, but it looks like we are going to win. Oh, I was seeing if we could get a little bit further. Well, there we go. That was a great game, even though he conceded there. Anyhow, hope you enjoy that deck. We'll be back soon with some more hacked decks from the Codebreaker collection. Anyhow, thanks for watching. Take care, everybody, and we will see you soon. Bye.